Okay, happy President's Day and welcome to week 7. So, first of all, there's an extra credit opportunity this week and it involves this day and this holiday. So, I live on a working farm and ranch, and because of that, we obsessively check the weather. We check the Weather Channel app, there's a Weather Bug app, and then we always compare it against something that should be reliable. The National Weather Service. And today, when I went on to the National Weather Service, which is somehow affiliated with our government, it said today was Washington's birthday. Today is not Washington's birthday. The weather forecast is almost always wrong. Typically, where I live, if they forecast wind, you're going to get wind. But other than that, they're not very accurate. And it was so disheartening that our very own governmental agency can't get the day right. So, today is President's Day. Today is February 16th. And, is that right? Yes. And it is not Washington's birthday. So, your extra credit is to find out whose birthdays are two presidents for whom President's Day was originally named after. And I want to know the date of their February birthdays. None of them are February 16th, and today is not Washington's birthday. All right, so that's your extra credit opportunity. Then the business of the week. We are back to the recall and reflect only. But these are really good questions from a really good chapter. So we're looking at the 1920s. We're reading chapter 22. We're looking at the 1920s. And we see prosperity like we have never seen before. It's called the New Era. However, we see prosperity that is built sort of like a Ponzi scheme, sort of very anti-Dave Ramsey. We see stocks purchased without fully buying the whole stock. And we see a relationship between banking and stock purchases. And that is why today, you can't go down to your local bank and purchase shares of Coca-Cola. That has been separated because what happened is when we see the stock market crash in 1929, all of that money that was in banks was just wiped out. Nobody trusted the banking system. In 1933, I think it is, FDR signed some banking legislation that separates those things so that this doesn't happen again. And they're still separate today. Even though today we don't, I think they called it buying on the margin. We don't do that so much today. Today, if you want to buy a share of Coca-Cola, you got to pay for the whole share up front and then it's yours. All right, so also we see changes with women going to work. We see labor forces changing. Also labor laws are changing. And the automobile, something we cannot live without, at least I would struggle. I live a long ways from town, so there's not public transportation. I rely heavily on my automobile. And so read chapter 22, go through, answer all 5 of the recall and reflect questions. Make sure that you're using 3 complete sentences for each answer, and then do the extra credit. All right, happy President's Day and have a great week.